All right, so if you're keeping track, I have been on the ABC hit show Shark Tank twice. Fear Factor once. If you missed me looking like a huge pussy on national TV, that video is listed and linked down in the description. And if you thought I did bad on Fear Factor, you missed my appearance on the VH1 show Glam God with Vivica A. Fox. Glam. Oh my God, I've done some dumb things in my life, but being on Glam God is up there with one of the dumbest. The good news is that I can't find the episode anywhere. It aired after Fear Factor a few years, but I still can't find it anywhere. My episode aired 8/21 of 2008. So to back up a little bit, when I was on Fear Factor, I had my fitness centers, and during the time that I was on Fear Factor and Glam God, my fitness center exploded, I was bankrupt, and I started an image consulting firm called AlphaM. Now, in order for me to really sort of get the name of AlphaM out there, I thought to myself, hey, it would be great if I could find a reality show to get on and basically get my name out there. This was before the internet was as big as it is now, before YouTube was really anything. And so I started looking at all of the different castings they were having on the internet for reality shows. And all of a sudden, I saw it, Glam God. I'm like, oh my God, this is perfect, because what they were looking for were stylists, people to compete against other stylists to prove who was the biggest glam god of them all. And so I was like, hey, this is perfect. I was built for this. So I get all excited. I'm like, this is my opportunity to really just get my name out there and to make AlphaM a household name. If I could get on TV for this. And so I submit an application and they call me and I'm all excited. I go down to the casting that they're having in Atlanta. What I came to realize during the time, or from the time that I actually applied to when I went to the casting, is that it wasn't just for male stylists. Actually, it wasn't for male stylists at all. Male stylists weren't even a thing. It was for people who worked with women. And so I'm like, all right, I gotta figure this out. And so I started reading everything I could about female style and makeup, hair, everything, just to educate myself. So I go to this casting, I sit down and I go over the top with my personality. I'm like, yeah, I work with men, but I'm really into working with women. And I just blow so much stylist smoke up the casting director's butt. I bullshitted the entire audition. And I actually realized a very valuable lesson. With reality television, as long as you bring a really big personality, it doesn't matter what the hell you say, what the hell you know, it doesn't matter at all. Because at the end of the day, it is television. They're looking for personalities. So I leave this audition and I'm like, dude, I crushed it, right? I'm so excited. And so then it was just a matter of waiting. During the waiting time, I felt pretty good that I was going to actually get on the show. I started studying even more. So there I am reading everything I could get my hands on about women's style, fashion. I had Steven, my hairstylist, show me a few women's hairstyle. I even taught myself how to do makeup. Not on me, on a mannequin, but maybe I practiced once or twice on me. Whatever, it was research. Long story short, I get the call. I'm gonna go to California. I'm gonna be on Glam God. And I was really excited because I really felt like all I needed was a little bit of exposure. So finally, the day arrives where we actually get to move into the house and start filming. And apparently I was going to live in this house for as long as filming took, which could be up to, I think, like 20 days. And so I was a little nervous about that. I was nervous about being away from home, away from my wife, away from my cats. But I was like, all right, I can do this, because the winner of Glam God won some prize, some cash prize. I think it was like $100,000, as well as the coveted title of Glam God. And so I get ready and I go into the house, and right away there are cameras everywhere and they just start filming and you just start interacting with these other people. And right away I knew that I was in over my head. It was a bunch of stylists from all over the country, a lot of gay men, a lot of women, and me. Everybody moves into this house and right away they start cracking open beers and drinks and everything. I'm like, what is going on? And I was like, I can't get too drunk because I know that at the time I was not responsible with alcohol, and I knew that if I started drinking, I would do something really dumb. And so I didn't drink, but everybody else starts getting like wasted. So Vivica Fox shows up, everybody gets all excited and starts clapping, and she walks in all fabulous, and I'm just sitting there like, what am I doing? It was at this precise moment that I thought, I am absolutely out of my league and have no business being here. And so she sits down, cameras are rolling, she starts telling us what the task or the competition is going to be like. And her, along with 2 other judges, pick four team leaders. And it was the leader's job to interact and to talk to all the other stylists and to pick who they wanted on their team. Well, guess who the last person picked was? Me. Nobody wanted me on the freaking team. I was going up and trying to talk, and they're like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a stylist, you know, an image consultant. And they're like, whatever, I style for Vogue. So I finally find a team that was missing the last person, and it was kind of just, I got on their team because I was the last person and they didn't have anybody. And so the first competition was this. They had a black dress. Everybody got the same dress. And we had to style the dress differently. And we got a model and we had to do her hair or makeup. Actually, we didn't do it. We told the makeup artist and hairstylist what to do. And so it was a competition. Long story short, it was a competition to see who could do the black dress the best, who could style it best. And our team leader was this little woman named Jess who does stuff on television, apparently, I find out later, and some guy who looked like a Dutch boy, his name was Bo. We get the model, we get the dress, everybody starts doing their thing. We start picking accessories, shoes, hair, makeup, everything. And at the end of the time limit, the model actually has to go up and be judged. And they take the 4 models from the 4 teams and they judge. The loser, or the losing 2 teams, are basically up for elimination. And so my team was one of the 2 bottom teams. And so during the elimination process, they asked the team leader on my team and on the other losing team who the weakest link was. Apparently, I was the weakest link. So, apparently, I was not the glam god, and I got sent home that night. And one of the worst things about my whole experience is that when I was out in California, my credit card number got stolen. And all of a sudden, I get home, not only am I bummed out and have to explain to all my friends that I told I was going to be out of town for like 20 days, that, I screwed the pooch again, but my credit card number got stolen. That really just kind of planted a flag on the disappointment that was reality television. But the good news and the positive thing out of that horrible experience, because it was horrible, something amazing happened. When I got home, I actually thought to myself, I'm like, man, my wife gave me a video camera. I feel like I've got a message to get out, and I need to figure out a way to do that. I found YouTube, and I posted my first video, about 2 months after getting home from Glam God. And the rest is kind of history. So if it wasn't for Glam God and that horrible experience and Vivica Fox's trashy ass, I would have never probably picked up that video camera. And so, technically, I should be thanking them for making all my dreams a reality. Thank you, Vivica and VH1's Glam God. You suck ass of a show. It was terrible. And if any of you can find it, please send me the link, because I promise, I swear to God, I will post it. It was so bad. It was horrible. But that was it, gentlemen. I wanted to just tell you the Glam God story, the experience. It was horrible. I found out that I was really good at getting on reality shows, but really bad at staying on them. If you guys would like me to do a video talking about some tips and tricks to get on reality shows, since I've been on 4, I probably have some insight, and it is my superpower. So if you would like to, in the comments, let me know. Say yes, do a video about how to get on reality shows, and I'll share my secrets. And until next time, I swear to God, I'm not trying out for anything for at least like 6 months. Gentlemen, I love you. Later.